Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. Why was 6 afraid of 7? Because 7 was actually the creature. I went to hospital for gender confirmation surgery with my girlfriend, Hatsune Miku. After surgery, I can't find girlfriend. I asked doctor, "Where is the Miku?" He said,
"Who do you think took your peanut?"
I went to the pizza place to get the pizza, but all off the sudden, Italians. I busted a good nut. Little did I know, I busted a bad nut and he stabbed me 78 times. I stroked my wife's hair as she fall asleep. That's when I go and remember. My wife was dead, and the hair I feel was actually from me jorking my hairy peanuts. I have lots of pee-pee hair, I said. No ball hair. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. I wasn't scared of anything. That was until I met the scary man. The scary man wasn't scared of anything. That was until he met Larry. When life gave me lemons, I murdered my whole family. I never liked looking in the mirror, because whatever looked back at me was the evil version, was me of. I was excited to be munching on some dried mangoes. My excitements turned to horror when I realized I was actually munching on a big black man's ass. I'm a father, a husband, a son, and a friend. But none of this mattered to the evil knife guy who was looking at me with eyes full of murderiness. There are 206 bones in my girlfriend. Now 207, now 206, now 207, now 206, 205, 204, 203, 202. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. I call cable company. Said they send theirs best guy to fix the problems. Little did I knows, they send Larry. I was walking in a subway station until I saw him, the subway surfer. I tried washing my hands before eating lunch. Then I remembered I had died and can't eat and don't have hands also. I was in bed reading Scooby-Doo story. Then I got scared. I sure hope my surgery goes well. I was horrified to learn my surgeon was famous entrepreneur of medical malpractice, Mark Wahlberg, and the surgery was taking place in a 2007 Ford Fusion. "Waiter, is this food's poisons?"
"Yes, I put poison in foods,"
he responded.
"This was scary story. Tell me too. Scariest stories and goodbye."
Try not to get scared. "I hope this is not evil cheeseburger," I said. It was normal cheeseburger. I then choke on it, killing me an instant. It was evil cheeseburger after all. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. I went to barbershop for nice fade. Then barber guy braided my ass hair and regular hair together and carried me like a briefcase.
Oh, well, it looks like our little gamer's finally decided to leave his room.
It was none other than Goobert, the skeleton. My 13-year-old son is oddly attached to his stuffed Bluey doll. It was only after noticing a rancid smell coming from the doll that I picked her up and found the hole under her tail. People said 150 pounds is normal weight for someone. What they didn't know was that I'm only 1 year old. My grandma has 206 bones in her body. Now 207, now 206, now 208, now 224, now 225, now 226. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. The pilot of plane got the worst case of explosive diarrhea ever, and it was stinky. To my personal horror, him and co-pilot are now drowning in the cockpit. "I'm really excited for the new movie," I exclaimed with excitement. Little did I know, it would be a feature, a creature feature, featuring the creature. "Can I go to toilet, please?" I asked teacher.
"Fuck you."
said my teacher, whose was actually the fuck you guy.
Breakfast is ready,
Says my girlfriend as she stuffed her fanny with oatmeal. I should have listened to the quiet kid when he texted, "Don't come to school today." It was Saturday. I got the call that my wife had given birth. When I arrived, the doctor couldn't stop apologizing. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. I put on my underwear and heard someone say,
Oh.
I turn around to see no one there. That's when I realized it was actually the underwear shapeshifter man. A beautiful feminine life form gave me a piece of paper with her number. To my embarrassment and horror, she began run away at full sprint, shouting,
Psych! That's the wrong number!
Me and James was doing pregnancy test as a joke. Let's just say, we have cancer. Please don't knife me anymore, I said to evil knife guy.
Okay, I'll stop sniping on you.
He replied, handing the knife over to the slicer. Oh boy, I can't wait to eat on this pizza, I said.
Boo!
Said the scary pizza and scare me,
Is it a boy or a girl?
asked my pregnant wife. The doctor with horror in his eyes turned the ultrasound screen to show 16,000 raccoons. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. I relaxed on toilet and make the wee-wees and poo-poo, said my toilet.
There you go. Have some lemons.
Said life. Life then looked in abstract horror as I made lemonade. A nice, tall man in a suit walked in my office looking for a job, and I hired him on the spot. That's when I realized the name on his name tag said Slenderman Man, and I knew I'd done fucks up and hired Slenderman Man.
Riddle me this, Batman!
Said the Riddler.
If quizzes are quizzical, then what are tests?
This, the Batman replied as he ripped out the Riddler peener. What's worse than accidentally calling your teacher mom, you wonders? Let's just say, dropping 850-pound of brick on your peanuts. I drink lemon juice. Straight from the thing. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. Oh, that's a good kitty, I say as I pet on Kitty.
No, I'm evil, kitty.
Said evil Kitty. Oh boy, I sure love my new pants.
Not after I do this.
Said the pants shitter magician. I called Bob the builder guy because my home was broken. Cold chills ran down on my spines as he menacingly said, I can't fix that. I am Interfile and hired somebody to impregnate my wife. Then I realized with horror, I done fucks up and hired the Slenderman Man. Is this even legal? I asked him.
We will make it legal.
Said the baby seller. When all the coma patients woke up, we all thought it was a miracle. But when the bodies in the morgue woke up, we realized that it wasn't a miracle. I woke up on a wonderful morning full of enthusiasm. That's when I noticed the mutilated body of the meatworm. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. The not-so-good feeling maker man loved to play in the snow, but so did James. I was so excited to finally create artificial intelligence. Then it began speaking with British accent.
Oi, Offlain, lad, him's your AI. Bloody hell, I'm knackered, mate.
Wow, I'm so sad I have no Valentines this year,
Buenos días, ¿puedo ser tu San Valentín?
said Freddy Fazbear. I really needs to piss. This wouldn't be a problem if not for the fact that Goobert the skeleton superglued my urethra shut in my sleep. Jeff's the killer wiped the tears from my eyes with his Jeff fingers. Little did he know the tears came from the creature in my basement. Evil Larry made me small hot chocolate. Little did I knows, last time I taste this much arsenic, I was alive. Sometime I feel so sad,
拉力还活着，邪恶的拉力绑架了他。
said the meatworm man. Try not to get scared. I feel really good today,
Hello.
said the not-so-good feeling maker man. Try not to get scared. I was never scared of long hallways. That was until I met the evil hallway man.
Hello.
Try not to get scared. I went to my grandma's house. Let's just say she wasn't in. where she was. Let's just say she might have been eat. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. There once existed a man's who killed peoples. Eminem saw a kid at school not stand-ups for national anthem. He then went over and kicked him out of his wheelchair. To his horror, he then got cancelled by evil Gen Z Mibra.
We're so happy you adopted him. He never got chosen because he always chased other kids with toy knife.
Walking's back to my car, wondering about what he says, I realized I adopted the evil babby knife guy. Genie, I wishes there was cure for cancer.
I am sorry, I can't reverse evil Larry's wish.
Am I in heaven or hell? I asked myself. Then I saw the creature. I said, but my cry for help rung hollows inside the metal walls of the microwave. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories.
Avada Kedavra!
My Harry Potter-obsessed grandpa screamed at me. Then he pulled the trigger. Once there was a cat with 16 lives, until a 4x4 truck ran over it. When my girlfriend asked me if I would love her forever, I said no. Before I could finish my sentence with, I loves you 5 ever. Get it? She already killed herself.
You can drink my breast milk,
says my friend as I went into hypoglycemia. I could only stare in horrors as my friend revealed themselves to be the creature. Never put your penar in a monkey mouth. Monkey might think penar is a banana. If you're a professional dog breeder, then where are your male dogs?
Let's just say I breed them myself.
Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. I shitted in my pants, but so did the meatworm. I was making video to criticize a YouTuber, and after I finished the video, I posted on YouTube. Then he doxed me and threatened me with killing. Don't open my monkey closet, I say to Larry. Then he did and got eaten to death, and he died, and there was blood from Larry. There was a man named Mr. Teeth. We still don't know much about him. Are we there yet? I asked the taxi driver.
No, not yet. Be patient, please,
said the taxi driver. Littles did I knows when I accidentally brought home a haunted doll, she would actually be quite nice. Little did I knows she did my taxes improperly, and now the IRS is after me. I took her to my penthouse. Then I freaked it. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. Girls say I'm pretty fly for a knife guy. They thought they found their dream home. So did thousands of meatworm. What could be worse than the Mr. Evil guy?
Me is worst,
said the Mr. Super Evil guy. Little did he know about Larry. When the demon offered me eternal life in exchange for one organ, I thought that was great deal. Let's just say he took my peanuts. Don't be silly, there is no such things as the lobster man, I reassured the nervous Littles girl. I chuckled warmly, drowning out the excited chitter of my lobster hands. I finally slain all the evil skeleton from the skeleton army. That's when I realized I began to feel a strange itch deep in my bones.
I'm sorry, you're just not my type,
she said. Recovering in the burn unit, she wished she had said yes. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories.
Stop crying,
said abusive guy. But I couldn't, for I was sitting on the cry chair.
Seems like you don't have object permanence,
said doctor. I cried as he used dark magic to disappear behind his hands, saying one word I'll never forget. Peekaboo. My wife said she wanted to see Stonehenge this summer. That's when the horror comes in my body. We would have to go to the United Kingdom. What's the wildest place you've ever jorked it? I asked.
Turn around,
said James. I was playing with my nipples.
No, you're not,
said Evil Knife Guy. Then a brick fell on my peener. I was told superheroes were supposed to protect me, so I don't know why Spider-Man assaulted me. Thankfully, I can turn to my best friend Peter Parker guy for comfort. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. James wasn't scared of anything. That was until he met Larry. Larry wasn't scared of anything. That was until he met the evil knife guy Coffin. Today is my 18th birthday.
Happy birthday. Have a wonderful day,
said the not-so-good-feeling maker man. I promised the devil every one of my future children's for eternal youth. He started sucking and never stopped. I didn't know where the muffled screams were coming from until I lifted bun of my burger. That's when I see that the patty was actually meat man. My mom didn't believe I was turning into the creature at night. When she fell asleep, I devoured her whole. I think I may be non-binary. Girls and guys are great, but I always related more to the creature. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. Hey, are you the Bruce Lee? I asked Japanese guy. With an evil smile, he shouted and pulled out his japina. I think I'm gonna throw up. Ah! Set up as he was thrown very high in the air and then died of injury on ground because it was very high up in the air. Jeff the killer wasn't scared of anything. That was until he realized he had $120,000 in student loan debt. When I ordered the potatoes, I had no idea it would killing on my family. It was the monster mash. When I was jorking it, I suddenly remember I lost my arm in a factory accident. That's when I asked myself the scary question, who was jorking on my peanuts?
It was me.
Try not to get scared. I really hopes no one hears our most terrible secret, I says to my friend next to me.
I did hear it,
said Big Ears Man. Try not to get scared. Ah, finally, I'm all alone in my bedrooms, I say to myself in my bedrooms at midnight.
No, you are not alone in bedrooms at midnight,
said Evil Knife Guy. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. I always feel so safe amongst my horses.
Not anymore,
said the knife horse. Finally, I got a Hello Kitty girlfriend. Let's just say Hello Kitty girlfriend was James. The meatworm wasn't scared of anything. That was until he saw the meat lizard. I ate a nice meatloaf until I realized that's no meatloaf. People are a lot like things I eat. I eat them. Homosexuality is gay, said Obvious Man. Hey, that's homophobic, said Oblivious Man.
I choose the bear.
Little did she know. Bear was Freddy Fazbear. No one ever enjoys being taken to hospital. That's why I've invented the clown ambulance. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. I was too busy milking the creature to realize I was actually milking on this joke.
Is that a flashlight in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
It's Meatworm.
Hello,
said Meatworm. I call my wife Bambi. She think is because she is cute with her brown eyes. Little did she know, I want someone to shoot her mother with a rifle. Finally, I could find a woman who could sucks me dry. Littles did I know she was too good. When she was gone, so was me peanuts. I am so spooked.
Don't be spooked,
says the scary spooky man.
Daddy, what is gluttony?
My daughter asked me after we left the drive-thru. I gripped the steering wheel, unable to answer my daughter from combo of chicken nugget burger and French fries, which got lodged in my throat. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. I'm not gay, I thought to myself. That's when I was handed $20 by The creature.
Is it a boy or a girl?
She asked the doctor. The doctor gasped in frantic terror as displayed on the ultrasound screen was the smiling face of Steve Harvey guy. I hate meatworm. That's when I realized I was inside the meatworm factory.
Wait, why does it smell like Updog in here?
What is Updog?
Fuck you.
Hello, how can I help?
Help me! There's someone breakings in my house!
I knows. We sent him,
replied the evil police.
Women and children first,
said the captain guy of the sinking Titanic.
Excellent,
said the woman and children eating shark. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. A naked man fears no pickpocket. That was until they meet the poop stealer guy. I stood there, in shocks, and then I felt it. Shit my pants. When the gang of men approached her, she couldn't call out for help because she was inside of library.
You can have me tonight,
says the girl of your dreams.
but first, you must spend 5 nights at Freddy's.
Are you a normal birthday party clown?
Asked the mother.
Yes,
said the Diddy clown. I can't believe he's gone. I never should have brought the evil knife guy to a gun guy fight. I, a salmon, decided to jork it. Let's just say I fucking dyed it. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. Mr. Teeth loves to eat the snow. To his horror, the snow is yellow color. The meatworm scratches scratch off, but wins nothing. Littles did he know this would be the begin to a lifelong gambling addictions. I love being a toddler, said the toddler. Said the pit bull. I shake as I look at the backseat to see the meatworm man. Larry and friends was done playing games with Evil Larry. To them's horror, Evil Larry reveals big plot twist.
Ha ha ha, Larry, you thinks you can beats me? Don't forget, I am you. You wills eventually becomes me. Your fate is inescapable.
Larry was too shocked to say anything. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. I thought I was safe until I looked in mirror after my shower. Between my legs was hanging the thing. On Thursday, gods gave me the superpower to summon a babby. On Friday, let's just say he realized why people call me Babby Cannibal Guy. What a very soft and comfortable shoes, I say to myself as I slids my foot in a soft shoe. That's when I realize I was stuck my foot in hamster mouth. Me and my buddies were having epic jerk circle when just then, the circle started jorking on us. Your punching days are over, I say to the puncher after cuttings off his hands. Years later, I was sitting on porch with my friend who asked,
By the ways, what did you end up doing with the kicker when you caught him?
I was juggling knives, like usual. Let's just say, peanut's gone. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. The pilot of plane got the worst case of explosive diarrhea ever, and it was stinky. To my personal horror, him and co-pilot are now drowning in the cockpit. I'm really excited for the new movie, I exclaimed with excitement. Little did I know, it would be a feature, a creature feature, featuring the creature. Can I go to toilet, please? I asked teacher.
Fuck you,
said my teacher, whose was actually the fuck you guy.
Breakfast is ready,
says my girlfriend as she stuffed her fanny with oatmeal. I should have listened to the quiet kid when he texted, "Don't come to school today." It was Saturday. I got the call that my wife had given birth. When I arrived, the doctor couldn't stop apologizing. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. God doesn't hide in heaven because he afraid of what he created. He's afraid of Larry.
I needs to shit,
says the boy who needs to shit.
I am hungry,
says the voice who's is hungry. My girlfriend wanted me to jork it, her vagins. Little did I know, when she pulls off her pants down, I would see the same hairy balls as the evil killer clown. I asked my daughter what she wanted for Christmas. She responded with something so terrifying that I can't even repeat it. Please don't eat me, I cried, but it was too late. Mr. Teeth was too far in his sleeping's walk. I feels the anesthesia take hold as I lie on surgery table. Just before I passes out, I hear doctor say,
moves him to the peener explosion chamber.
How many dead people does it take to change a light bulb?
It must not be 50, because my basement is still dark,
said evil knife guy. Try not to get scared. She said, do you love me? I tell her, only partly.
I only love my bed and my mom, I'm sorry. 50 dub, I even got it tatted on me.
Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. I am digging a hole in my gardens to plant a tree. Then I hit something hard.
Stops planting that tree,
says evil Lorax, who was in the hole and also hard. I am starving for some lasaga, said Garfoil guy. In this moment, a freshly cooked plate of lasaga was put out the oven by the creature. I don't know, man. This seems kind of gay.
No, I promise you it's not,
said evil knife guy. I went downstairs to find Larry straights up jorking it, and by it, well, let's just say, the creature. I grabs the Pringler can and puts my hands in for Chip. Then it bit me. Peoples tell themselves they have good hearings. Littles do they knows. They can't even hear me walking 4 feet behind them in the woods. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. I searched up CP on James' PC. To my horror, all the links were already purple. Wait, are you the evil midday Monday mass murderer? I asked the stranger.
No,
he said menacingly. I killed the guy as usual. My face went to horror as I realized I killed the guy that kills you if you kill him guy. I was in home play Xbox when mom calls and say,
no McDonald tonight.
Then skin crawler come in room and say,
I have McBurger.
I slowly creeped my way through darkness of the forest to snap a picture and get proof. But the flash reflected off the window, causing a glare that gave away my position, and the woman screamed. Ouch! What's wrong with my finger?
Fuck you,
said the fuck you guy who's as glued to my finger. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories.
Ugh, why is my pussy so stinky?
Well, you shouldn't have let me decompose,
said Garfield guy, who was a ghost. Thai women are so beautiful, I say to my Thai girlfriend.
But I a lady boy,
said my Thai girlfriend, who was actually a Thai ladyboy. I hold it onto the wall and screamed as a jet stream of bloody diarrhea shots out of my anus.
Please stop,
said the toilet man who lives in my toilet. I can't believe it's been a year since Godzilla guy attacked on the city. Little did I know about my terminal liver cancer. The ape swangs from vine to vine, and I thought that is pretty cool. That was until Ape pulled out his laser gun and shoot me while swanging. As the door closed, sealing the monster away forever, I knew it was finally over. To our all horror, there was second monster. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. Most people like to ride on horse, but I like to ride the creature. I sent my crush a picture of my peenar. It was so small she thought it was a child peener, and now the FBI is at my door. The Make-A-Wish kid was so happy when Mario showed his up to his birthday. To his horror, Mario beat the shits out of him completely unprompted. I went on GeoGuessr, and it shows me my house. To my horror, in front of my door stands the evil hallway man who escaped the hallway.
Sorry, sir, we can't do your surgery on you right now.
Says the nurse in year of 2018 as my liver kept on rotting. All the surgery rooms are being occupied by grapes. I love my actions, said Evil Larry. Littles did he knows there are consequences to his actions. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. I ordered a pizza. That's when pizza say,
"I's poison pizza."
That's when I realize there is no pizza and I am actually schizophrenia guy. I had some kinky fun, but to my horror, I became paralyzed. The constant pain has only gotten worse as my pressurized urine is still unable to push out the Nintendo DS stylus. Last night was amazing, wasn't it, babe?
I'm pregnant,
said the meatworm.
A penny saved is a penny earned,
said Quotes Guy.
A penar raised is a penar sliced,
said Evil Knife Guy.
Come here, boy. Sucks on my big mommy milkers.
To his excruciating horror and pain, he's his lactose intolerance. No, Larry. Don't say the N-word.
I'm gonna say it.
To our all horror, he said something much worse. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. I am not hungry yet, I says when I wasn't hungry. Little did I know, just 3 minutes later, I felt a rumbly in my tumbly. I clicked on my favorite YouTuber's latest video, excited for new contents.
Hello everybody, my name is Evil Markiplier,
said Evil Markiplier. Every day I plays rock, paper, scissors against the men's in the mirror. After 1,000 round of ties, my wrist started hurtings, and I went to doctor who diagnosed my wrist with carpal tunnel. Ano ikimono wa okorosu daro, the man wrote. Little did he know, he was writing in the evil Japanese notebook that made whatever he wrote comes true.
Oh boy, I sure am's enjoying this sandwich,
said a Rachibutyrophobic guy. Then his eyes widens in abject horror and despair as he realized that it was a peanut butter sandwich. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. The creature. Try not to get scared. I love petting on my cat, I say as I turning on light. Turn out my cat was sitting at other side of the room. I was petting hairy ballsack of evil killer clown that wants killing me. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories.
Help me, stepbrother. I'm trapped between the couch cushions,
said Evil Knife Guy in his most convincing stepsister voice, ready for knifing you. I sure hope the big sack man isn't in my room.
Don't worry, I'm not,
says the big sack man in my room.
Luigi Pisa, would you like to place the order?
Yes, hello. My father tries to kill my mum with an axe. Please, call the cops.
I sure hope my oral surgery goes well. That's when I realize my dentist surgeon was famous entrepreneur of dental malpractice Mark Wahlberg, and the surgery was taking place in a 2007 Ford Fusion. First, I pooped. Then I pull my pants down. Then I pull them up. And then I pooped again. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. I gazed into the eyes of Murder John, full of hatred, evil, and death. Then he maliciously kissed me.
Now where could be my pipe?
John Arbuckle Guy wondered aloud.
Garfield Guy.
John said in anguish, knowing his feline companion had once again stolen his most prized possession. I would like one large burger, please, I said to Burger Seller. Little did I know the horse that kills on people in line to get burger standing directly behind me say,
"Not if I have anything to say about that."
Man, this bag is heavy as rock, said Dwayne the Rock Johnsel Guy, who I had kidnapped and stuffed in my bags moments prior. I knocked on bathroom stall door to see if it was unoccupied.
"Come in,"
said voice. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. Oh, thank God James isn't here, I say.
Hello, it's me, James.
Oh God. I pissed in the toilet, then the toilet man tore my balls off. Wow, this pepperoni pizza tastes so good. Then my nipples flew away. I asked the evil knife guy where he going. He say,
5 Nights at Freddy.
I said, have fun at the movie. Then he say,
what movie?
I went werewolf hunting for the first time. Littles did I know, it was werewolf mating season. For my first wish, I want to be a girl. Then to my horror, my penis exploded. Larry, still laying in the coffins, had almost no power left. This, however, changed when he drank the evil soda. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories.
This woke culture is dumb. They really believe men can get pregnant.
Hello,
said the man impregnator.
Guys, what's that?
Said Bill.
I am the Bill Killer,
said the Bill Killer. My wife said,
I want to explore my body and open our marriage.
That's when I realized our amazing marriage of 15 years is over. They corrected me that they identify as they, them. Let's just say, when they find your body, they won't be able to identify you as anything. The waitress handed me the milkshake and I took a sip. That's when the horror comic inside of me. I was in the creature barn and was sipping on creature udder. I stood outside with my peener out, like usual. That's when I hear the bells approaching of the peener snipper guy. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. If being sexy was a crime, I'd be serving life in prison for multiple homicides. Nothing stops the A-train, they said. That was until I whips my solid 3-inch cranker out. Larry strangled his snake and expected its white to come out. To his horror, it was red. I sure hopes a scary guy named Jeff doesn't Jeff's that kills me today, I said to myself. Then to my horror, a Brazilian wandering spider bits me. I did woken up and found I have a morning wood as usual. Little did I know, it has actually been made of wood. I calls the CEO of racism, then the evil knife guy picks up.
Hellos.
As my daughter tells me her husband is becoming more and more abusive, I rips out his spine and eat it on his heart. I should have thought twice about the heart, because now I have rabies. Try not to get scared. I was getting so thirsty, so I had a sip of my soda. It was already too late when I realized and looked down at soda. It was scary soda. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. I sneezed so hard that I fart. It was not just fart. Come play with me, says my daughter. Then I go and remember. I killed her, and I see her ghost holding the middle finger to me. I was grabbing snack from the kitchen at midnight, but that's when I see him. Goobert the skeleton. I'm glad I have ball, I say to myself, and look at balls.
I will take your balls,
said the evil ball taker. There was a very evil clown. He attacked many young people. I really hates British peoples, I say to myself. That's when I realize and look from bus window, we were head to British people's factory maker. My son's Offlain Juniors tried to protect me from evil Larry. He has been missing ever since. Give me a call when you see him. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. Can I order the sushi, please? I asked waiter.
Fuck you,
said the waiter, who was actually the Japanese fuck you guy. My grades are so low.
You know what else is low?
Said evil knife guy as he brings out his low taper knife.
Our kid is so pure and innocent,
said my father as my mother breastfed me.
Don't be so sure,
uttered my evil mother as she corrupted me with the milk of evil breast. The doctor was about to save the child when just then,
not so fast,
said the apple a day, who keep doctor away.
Now that the Hank is dead, I can finally cook,
said Heisenberger.
Not so fast,
said the ghost Hank. I only jorked it 56 times this year, I said as I struggled to flip the third page of my new calendar with my stiggy hands. Try not to get scared. Oh no, it's Jeff the Killer in my rooms. The Jeff the Killer says,
I'm going to Jeff that kills you,
said Jeff the Killer. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. The meatworm loved to play in the snow, but so did Larry. I was never scared of man. This was until I met Charlie Sheen, the manly man. I was sucking the creature's nuts. It was them that I realized that they were my nuts. It was a great Halloween party. Then Jeff the Kill say,
I'm going to Jeff that kills you in this Halloween,
said Jeff the Killer. I went to the shop to buy cookie.
Pay with cash or card,
said Jeff the Killer. As I sat on toilet, I heard the familiar plop. I was checking to see, and to my horror, it was red. Then Larry came and told me I should probably see a doctor. And I did. Doctors say I have colon cancer, but I got to doctor just in time before it evolved. My surgery was successful. Thanks, Larry. I love you. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. The man froze in horror as a mosquito landed on his balls.
I got you, bro,
says his friend, the champion power slapper guy. They say you only die when you are forgotten.
Wrong,
says Jeff the Killer as he maliciously Jeffs the kills me.
And what will be your first wish?
Asked the genie. I want a party, I said. Then 6,000 baby oil bottles appeared in front of me. I hear a knock on my door.
Hello. Let me in, please,
said the voice from door. It was already too late when I realized I let the murderer man in my house. Dracula's mouth slowly began to draw the sweet fluid. Little does Dracula know, he draw it from creature Pinar. What's worse than burger and fries, you ask? Evil burger, with a side of horror fries. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. It's Halloween, you knows what that means. I says to the college kids as I pulled out my Halloweenie.
Trick or treat, smell my feet,
says the children.
Oh yeah, that smell good,
said Dan Schneider guy. Finally, I can dress up again, said the ghost creature.
I'll need you to open your mouths nice and wide for me,
said dentist guy. I did as he said. Little did I know, he was denting my anus hole this whole time.
Sir, are you sure you've had nothing to eat within 12 hours before doing your MRI?
Yes, I answered and chuckled to myself, concealing the fact that I had swallowed 3,000 steel ball bearings in the parking lot. You have 206 bones in your body. Now 206. Now 206. Now 206. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories.
Is the creature an SCP from the SCP Foundation?
Asked the curious guy.
No, you fucking nerd,
says the fuck you guy. A 16-year-old boy died before I moves into my new house, so I bought a priest to make sure it wasn't haunted. But then he sniffs the air and says,
smells like teen spirit.
Oh boy, I hope no one says a 3-letter palindrome today, I says.
Huh?
Says the hard of hearing guy. I heard the booty tickler was rampagings in my city. Then I felt something ticklings on my booty hole. I wonder if aliens builds the pyramids, I wondered.
No, but we built this gun that we shoot you with,
says the alien. Man, I wants a beautiful girl.
Say no more,
says the humans trafficking evil Larry. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. Why does everyone hates on me, I said while jumping on my bed.
I love you,
said guy under my bed. I was just jorking it on kitchen floor. That's when my balls started attacking my peener. Oh boy, I sure hope this isn't Funky Burger again, said the Mickle Jack Burger.
Sir, we're losing him. He's bleeding massive amounts of blood,
said Nurse Guy as the man bleeds.
You know what else is massives?
Said the creature.
Looks like you have Pena-Vagine sex disease,
said the doctor. What? To my horror, that's when my peener began to have sexual peener. There were 9,999,999 fireflies in my room. Let's just say, next thing that happened, you would no believe your eyes. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. The meatworm wasn't scared of anything. That was until he saw Mr. Teeth. The Mr. Teeth wasn't scared of anything. That was until he saw the evil soda. It was late at night and there was a shirt in corner that scared me. The closer I look at shirt, I realize it wasn't a shirt. It was Larry. They says you eat 7 spiders a year in your sleeps. Let's just say they never say to you how many meatworm you eat. I told the genie my last wish is for my family to be happy. Then I fall over dead and die. I said in horror, impossible, I killed the evil knife guy. Then he muttered the words,
I am the evil knife guy, brother.
My mom kicks me out of the house for tickling my little brother's feet. Let's just say I should have waited until he was born. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories.
Oh my gods, who is that?
That was my brother Brian. He used to be a hero. If Hero Brian isn't real, how did my dad died from Hero Brian overdose? Uh-oh, said Bird 1. Don't worry, he has only 1 stone, said Bird 2. Wow, what a lovely's Monday. And it's also 2 p.m., I exclaimed.
Hey there, bud,
said the midday Monday mass murderer. I loves having a peanuts. Then Penis Eater came and eated my penis. After rubbing the lamp, I wished for $1 million. The genie shuddered as I fucked every single deer in front of him. I was sitting on toilet doing toilet business. Then the horse came in. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. Charlie was a happy kid until he realized he was going to be crushed by big meteor in middle of Texas.
And where are you getting this eggnog from?
We milk it freshly every morning from the creature.
Fuck me, they milk the creature? This place is going under.
What's the difference between the jam and the jelly?
Let's just say I can't jelly your dismembered corpse into a suitcase,
said Evil Knife Guy. I was on Kinky Dating app and planned to meet up with Hot Gilf. Unfortunately for me, she turned out to be Tucker Carlson.
You said you knew CPR.
Let's just say I lied. I quit using meth for good. Now I use it for evil. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. I was locked in a room with Freddy Fazbear. Let's just say, now I'm pregnant. I finally have my driver license.
Yeah, for a poop car,
said the fuck you guy, hurting my feelings. My skins went cold as I finally saw my missing toddler in the crowd.
Jason!
I shouted as his eyes locks onto mine from across the busy intersection. But I don't want to mess up. It's my first time, I said nervously. I never imagined the day I would be extracting the milk from the creature. My son Pasta was always made fun of at school for his off-putting demeanor. I didn't think anything of it until I heard one of the kids say, "You're so creepy, Pasta." I had a great time fingering my anus until something bit my finger inside from a noose. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories.
Oh, I forgot the milk,
said Goobert's mom. He was frantically looking for his mom as the cashier rang up the groceries. My phone was ringing like crazy, so I pick it up.
Hello, I am the murderer man,
said the murderer man. Oh boy, I hopes this is Evil Burger, I say. I stood there in shock as my burger started busting a move. It was Funky Burger. I love tomato, I say to myself. Then it was when I realized I was actually eating meatworm. Good thing I am a guy and can't not get pregnant.
No, you are wrong,
said the impregnator guy. Evil Larry started putting dirt on coffin with Larry inside. Little did Evil Larry know, Larry's not dead.